Hey, good morning everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. I am back for part 2 of my Wednesday morning live feed. My beach walk at beautiful Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. Once again, I am up at the north end of the park by Wiggins Pass. It is gorgeous, 72 degrees already, 72 degrees. Expecting the high to get up around 82. Beautiful blue sky, the water picking up the blue, just gorgeous. To all of my YouTube followers and Instagram followers, you're not going to be able to watch part 1 of today's video. Unfortunately, if you weren't following along on Facebook, there was a little faux pas trying to save this morning's video to the phone. Facebook kind of crashed on me, so I wasn't able to download it to my phone and share it with my YouTube followers and Instagram followers. So they'll have to settle for part 2 only. Sorry about that, guys. The best thing to do is just follow live on Facebook. Then you won't miss anything. But we're going to take a little stroll down the beach. Haven't seen any dolphins yet. Picked up a couple shells, a little old lace murex, a couple little moon shells, a little kitten's paw. Little kitten paw shell, that was kind of neat because it was the whole shell. The whole little kitten paw. There's nothing inside it. It's not like it's a live shell, but there's a little kitten paw with both sides of the shell there. Looks better out in the sunlight. Been seeing some boats going in and out of the pass. It is a beautiful morning for boaters. Absolutely glorious for boaters. We have come across a lot of those little lesser crested terns on the beach that are just kind of in a daze. Just kind of stand there and look at you. Don't fly away. And I did read an article on Facebook yesterday, a post. I can't remember who posted it. If it was Crow up in Sanibel, the rehab center, the wildlife rehab center, or the Conservancy that posted it. But what they're saying is these terns are basically, they're exhausted from their migration flight. The ones you see just kind of staring at you on the beach are the weaker ones. We were kind of thinking it was the red tide there for a while causing that, but it's nothing to do with the red tide. It's a shame. Mother Nature, she has her way of thinning the herd. It's just sad to see them there. You feel so helpless. I believe there's actually a dead one up on the beach here. Try to help as many as you can, but it costs money, and these places are begging for donations to help the wildlife. Good morning. Well, I'm live. But
have you seen any fish in the water for weeks?
Oh yeah,
Huh?
but not a lot.
Not many.
Yeah, I haven't seen those little bait fish like we've had. They're here. I see the birds catching them, but they're nothing like they were.
Birds,
Yeah.
Pelicans.
Yeah. And all these little terns are.
People are all very hopeful.
Yeah, they're. I was just talking to one of our friends. He was catching tons of them in the Gulf yesterday. Tons. He said as soon as you amberjack, and he caught a big grouper. So,
No kidding.
yeah. He said the fishing was really good. I think it's just, it's going to take another probably week to clear up here, and hopefully that red tide's going to be gone for good. Hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed. But yeah, we're just not seeing the fish like we used to see here. I'll see them on occasions, but nothing like those giant schools of bait fish. And I'm sure all the birds that migrate here depend on that. The tide is coming in here, by the way. And red tide, nothing. Haven't Haven't smelled it, haven't seen it. No signs of red tide here today. Wiggins Pass, North Naples, Florida, on a gorgeous Wednesday morning. Hump day, hump day, hump day. I'm seeing some terns flying around out here in the pass. If you want to see what I'm talking about, if you don't know what the terns are, go scroll down through my post later and you'll see a picture of one of them that I captured on the beach. I took a picture of it. You know, our nature, human nature, for most people, is to want to help wildlife when we see it struggling or injured. And sometimes I wonder, if we're doing the right thing. It's sad to see anything struggling. Let's see, here's one of the poor little terns over here that didn't make it. Just didn't survive. It's so sad seeing that. That is a sad sight. Laying there with its wings spread out. Like a little angel laying there. So sad. So sad. There's nothing you can do. There's a lot of fishermen showing up here. So maybe that's a good sign. I don't know if they're getting any bites. There's quite a few fishermen out here this morning. Wow. The birds all hanging around them, hoping for a handout. You're really not supposed to do that. Oh, there's a bunch of them up here today, Kevin. There's a dead one over here. There's a dead one up there, Kevin. Yeah. They're all, what it is they're all migrating down here and they're exhausted. And these are the weaker ones of the unfortunately.
He was in the water, just couldn't get up there.
Yeah, they're starving. They're starving.
Okay.
Yep. You might as well get a box because there's about half a dozen of them here. Yeah, but the dead one's up behind that, laying on that dune right over there on the left. You can see it there if you look close. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Conservancy put a thing online yesterday about why you're seeing so many of them like that.
That's too bad.
People thought it was the red tide.
Right.
They're getting sick with it. That's what we thought.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Seen him on your shows.
Oh,
Great shows.
thank you. Well, it's nice of Kevin to help out there. But you can see, you can just walk right over to these birds and pick them up with your bare hands, unfortunately. For some reason, this season, there's a lot more of them. A lot more of them coming into the wildlife rescue centers. Sad. There's a little piece of shell art down here on the beach. Something a little on the bright side. Something on the bright side, a little bit of shell art. Weather-wise, it is spectacular out here this morning. Absolutely glorious. Another morning in paradise. And if there's any new little shells washed up on the beach since I walked by earlier, looks like the same old down here. Some old moon shells. Hey, there's a really nice moon shell for the shell tree. For one of our prayer trees. There's a great shell for one of the prayer trees. For our prayer tree, the Southwest Florida Television prayer tree. Maybe we'll stop by there on the way down the beach and say a prayer for all of our friends that need them. So please, if you need some prayers, let everybody know. We'll just have a little moment of silence. It's always a nice way to end a morning here at the beach with some prayers for our friends and the birds. You can say a prayer for all these beautiful little terns. All of God's creatures. You know, they need prayers too. It's not just us people. All of God's creatures, and we're a part of God's creatures. Everything needs a prayer now and then, including our country. Good morning. It is beautiful. This is what you pay the big bucks for. Not a whole bunch of anything down here. Well, our usual suspects, you know, all of our normal usual clam shells, scallop shells. Just not seeing anything that I want to pick up and add to my personal shell collection. There's a lot of nice little shells. Like, look at that little scallop with the little barnacles on it. Of course, tons of slipper shells. Never a shortage of those slipper shells. Unless I want to pick one up and show it to you. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Be sure to watch Barb's video. Our friend Barbara Grove, the shell lady. She's going to be out here again on Friday morning. If you want to meet her, she'll be out here from 8 o'clock till, she says around 10:30ish. So if you want to meet Barb and learn about shells, what's up, guys?
How are you?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Good.
I didn't see much of anything. What are you on the hunt for?
Hanging rocks. Have good luck with those.
Hanging rocks?
Shells.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, you're the first person
I
that...
found a rock the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I want to check it out over there.
Did you break the tree?
No.
You know where our tree is? The Southwest Florida Television tree? It's up You know where the flag is up here in Area 5? If you walk down that pathway, just as you come out onto the beach walking south, it's on the left. It's a little tree, and it's just a little opening behind it. You'll see a bunch of shells hanging on it. Yep. Yep. Hey, Karen and Cindy. Good morning, ladies. Gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Paradise.
Yep.
Did you see the keeper of the beach this morning?
Yeah, we saw him up there.
Did you?
Yeah, he was all knuckled.
Was he all covered up?
Yeah, all knuckled in.
Okay. God bless him.
Yeah. He's up there.
Did he have any bag? He didn't have any popcorn with him today. He didn't smuggle any out here. He had pizza last night. I think he was still full.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. See you guys later. Tom and Karen and Cindy. We got so many great friends down here. We have met so many awesome people over the years. I mean, anybody that comes out to the beach has got to be awesome. I mean, you can't come out here and be unhappy. You got to be happy out here. Be happy. You know that song, Be Happy. Yeah, we've seen some amazing things over the years. We've seen some really fun things. We met some interesting people over the years. And like this morning with the little turns, we've seen our share of sad things out here too. But the main thing is, not only have, I would say, just about every single person that's been following along, not only have we learned something through our journey here at the beach, but we've also made a lot of wonderful friends. And that's what these beach walks are all about, is making friends. Sure, it's fun looking at the beach and seeing dolphins and fish and shells and all kinds of other wildlife. But it's really about the experience of just being able to go somewhere, have the beach as a background in the morning on social media. I mean, you have the world at your fingertips right now. I mean, there's people from all around the world follow along with us in the morning. And you can become their friend. We are a family, a beach family. By all means, we are a family, not a group, not just a meaningless group on Facebook. We are a family. We have a purpose. We all share the love of nature and wildlife and God's creations. I mean, I think that's what makes this group special. Well, I'm looking at the water here. And as far as a rating, I'd give it a so-so. Not smelling red tide, but I think it could be a little clearer. I think the water could be a little clearer this morning. Hey, give us a share. Give us a share if you're enjoying your morning here at the beach. Please invite your friends invite them into our family. Invite them to follow along, but invite them into our family to become a part. Be active in the conversations here. Don't be a wallflower. That's the whole idea. I don't care what people talk about here. There's no rules. Just don't talk about politics. That's the only rule. Or don't come in trying to sell real estate. Other than that, use common sense here. We do have people monitoring for negative comments, and you'll get ejected rather quickly. But we don't really have that problem. Every once in a while we get a weirdo on here, but not very often. Too many good vibes going on here. Too many good vibes. He chases the weirdos away. So if you're new, don't be shy. Please don't be shy. Say something. Introduce yourself. Let everybody know where you're watching from. What's your hobbies? What's your favorite food? We all like food. Well, there's mornings where all the comments are dedicated to talking about food. Everybody talking about bacon and donuts. Morning, Rich. One of our favorite prayer trees. This is our second favorite prayer tree here. Our favorite one, of course, is our Southwest Florida television prayer tree, but look at all the shells. Up at the north end of the park in Area 5, if you've ever been out here, you've seen this tree. What's left of it. If you go back in time here, go back 3-4 years through my videos, you'll see this tree while it was still alive, while there were trees all along here where the water is now. Hurricane Irma really put the kibosh on the north end of the park here. Well, the water looks pretty nice out here. I just saw something come out of the water. Hi. There might have been a dolphin just jumped out of the water. I think there's a dolphin out here. I saw something come up. Yep.
It's that way. You better run this way.
There's a dolphin out here.
Oh, hey.
Keep watching
Yeah.
right over his head. It's kind of far out. It's headed this way. It's kind of far out. You can see his trail. I can see his bubble trail out there. You see that streak in the water? He's coming up this way. Oh, there he is. I was hoping he'd get closer to us. He's way, way out there right now. I can't even zoom into him. He's way out in the water, darn it. Sometimes they'll come in close to shore here in Area 5. There's a look at the water while I'm standing here, keeping an eye on the dolphin out there. Yeah, he's keeping his distance out there. He's keeping his distance offshore. Ah, darn it. Well, trust me, there's a dolphin out there and I saw it. He's getting further out now. Now he's way out. Oh, he's jumping. Gosh, he's jumping around too. He's way out there and he's just came flying up out of the water. Darn it. Come in here closer and put on your show. He's way out. I don't know if you can see that boat way, way out there. There's 2 dolphins. There's 2 of them out there splashing around. I mean, they're going nuts out there. They're just so far out. Hate when that happens. Oh well. They might come in closer. We'll see. We'll see. I want to get over to the prayer tree.
Had the dolphin feeding frenzy up a tree this morning.
Oh yeah, darn it. They're going nuts out there.
Yeah,
They're way out there though.
they were coming this way, so it's probably the same.
There was just a couple of them. It was all I could see. Now I don't even see them, but they were jumping.
Yeah.
Darn it. Down in 3, you said.
Yeah, it was, but they were headed this
Headed
way,
north.
so it
They might be heading to the pass.
might be the same one.
Yeah.
They had the fish jumping out of the air.
Yeah,
catching them in
they're
the
over
air.
here now. I just saw them. See the little flat spot out there? There, you can see one. Darn it. Let's get over to our prayer tree. Hang this little shell I got that I picked up this morning. Hey, good morning. I'll be up there in a minute. I'm gonna finish this up here, and there was about 4 or 5 of them. All right, I picked up this moon shell. It was just perfect for our prayer tree this morning. So I'm going to hang that on our Southwest Florida television prayer tree. Find a nice little sturdy branch for it down here. A little moon shell there. That is for our Southwest Florida television family, our beach family. Those of you in need of prayers, that's for you. I'm going to give you a moment of silence here. If you need prayers, if you want to say a prayer for somebody, now is the time. Tony, for your friend, for you, for Daryl, for Emily, for Matthew, for Lourdes, for Kim. Rose, I'm sure you can use prayers. We all can use a prayer. We all can use prayers. Oh, amen, amen, amen. I'm looking to see where those dolphins went. They boogied on. I don't know, maybe heading up to the pass. Look at all the little sanderlings. Look at them all running around. Look at them all. Oh, it is just going to be a glorious day here in Southwest Florida. I'll be out here again tomorrow morning if anybody's interested. Around 8 a.m., usually a little after 8 is when I get started. So tell your friends, save the date. Boy, just glorious. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Thank you so much for being a friend and a financial supporter. You guys are wonderful. Your friendship and your financial support, that's what keeps me coming back. That allows me to. Your friendship makes me want to do it, and your financial support allows me to do it. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. Until tomorrow morning, stay safe, stay healthy. Remember our motto, bringing people together one beach walk at a time. That's what it's all about.
Right there. See it?
Hi, good morning. Well, tally ho, everyone, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.